Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Electric bikes are here to stay, and their popularity is through the roof. Liberated from some of the normal constraints of standard bike design, like weight and gearing, e-bike design has exploded. And in today's video, we're going to be showing you best electric bikes. Without further ado, let's begin. Cannondale Adventure Neo 3 EQ. If you are hunting for a bike for commuting with all the bells and whistles that you don't have to assemble yourself, the Cannondale Adventure Neo 3 EQ 8 out of 10 Wired recommends is a great pick. Cannondale is a big manufacturer, so its bikes are backed by a large support network of affiliated retailers and shops. This model comes with built-in lights, a rack, and fenders. It also has a reliable Bosch 250-watt mid-drive motor, a lightweight aluminum frame, and built-in seat suspension for a comfy ride. It might be a little underpowered in comparison to cruisers, but it's also remarkably quiet, and their tester found no problem taking it up hills or along rough roads. Rad Power Bikes Rad Runner. Are you tired of several newer models from Rad Power Bikes this year? But it's just incredibly difficult to find a bike that offers better value for the price than the Rad Runner? This is still the bike that most people that I know buy. It's also the bike that I see the most often around my hometown in Portland, Oregon. It has a seemingly magic blend of affordability and usefulness. Seattle-based Rad Power Bikes ships directly to consumers. The bikes have custom Hup motor powertrains, a 120-pound capacity rack, and big, stable Kenda tires. At 250 watts, their motors are also more powerful than many of our other picks. It works as both a comfy beach cruiser or a commuter bike for kids. Propeller 7-speed V3.4. Unless you're already an e-bike enthusiast, you probably want one that's not too expensive, and that means as close to $1,000 as possible. That's a hard proposition if you want a reliable motor and a frame that won't buckle at 15 miles per hour. Propeller's 7-speed, 8 out of 10 Wired recommends is the best cheap bike we've found. Reviewer Park Hall notes that it has trustworthy components like a Samsung battery and Shimano disc brakes, plus nifty accessories like a cool suspension seat. It ships directly to you, which is handy if you'd like to avoid a bike shop. Propeller updates its bikes every few months. Since it is a direct-to-consumer bike, they have just warning you that local bike shops may have issues repairing it. Le Mans Bikes Prologue. This year, the bike that has generated the most interest has been Greg LeMond's all-carbon fiber electric bike series. The Prologue is its daily commuter. With an insanely light frame, stunning matte paint job, and fancy-schmancy custom-designed fenders, you could be forgiven for thinking that this is a luxury bike. But never fear, this is a working bike. It has reliable components made from well-known manufacturers, a one-button MAL drive system, a Shimano gravel-specified gearing system, Pan-Eraser gravel tires that make it durable, versatile, and easy to repair. And you can move screamingly fast when your electric bike is lighter than an acoustic bike. Just a heads up, the Le Mans website can be wonky, so you might want to call them directly. Rad Power Bikes Rad Wagon 4. The latest version of the Rad Wagon underwent a tip-to-tail redesign that makes it much lower to the ground and easier to maneuver, with smaller, fatter tires that are designed in-house by Rad Power Bikes. They are frankly awesome. And V-Tire Co. It's affordable, and it's one of the few bikes I tested with a throttle, which comes in handy when you have to haul bike, baby, and gear across a street quickly. The Rad Wagon 4 is the only bike that has arced on me. A dangerous electrical current jumped the gap between the wires when I tried to plug in the battery. The display was cracked, which Rad cited as a probable cause. If you are enjoying the video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos just like this. Urban Aero Family Electric Cargo Bike. The R&M Load used to be my top pick for a backfeeds, a Dutch-style front box cargo bicycle. However, the Urban Aero Family 8 out of 10 Wired recommends is cheaper and not by a little, and offers many of the same features that attracted me to the Load, like comfort and maneuverability. It doesn't have suspension though, so it's best for smoother streets. I love the Inviolo continuously variable shifter, which allows you to downshift while the bike is at a standstill. Rather than wobbling and terrifying my children as I frantically downshift while pedaling, I can use the walk assistance to push the bike to a convenient spot, downshift while standing still, and then pedal upward at the torque and power level of my choice. With this system, I've beaten people uphill who weren't riding cargo bikes. The Bosch Performance motor is currently out of stock, but the version with the more powerful Bosch Cargo Line motor is available. Ciro 1. They recommended one version or another of Turn's HSD series or GSD series if you're willing to pay for a comfortable, reliable cargo bike to take your kids to school. The highest recommendation I can give is that I bought a Turn's GSD as my permanent car replacement. I've never come across another cargo bike that could match it until now. Ciro's bike has a distinctive design with a smaller front wheel for great maneuverability paired with a rugged, larger back wheel. It's just as compact and light as the Turn HSD, and with components that are just as high-end, including a 250-watt Shimano Steps motor, a Gates carbon belt drive, and big Schwalbe tires. The ordering process is also easy. You can trick out your bike during the checkout process so you're ready to go when it gets to your door. Just like the HSD, it rides like a bike but acts very big. Jackrabbit bike. The next big trend in electric bikes is micromobility, which refers to tiny personal vehicles. Tiny bikes are more affordable, easier to transport, and easier to store. And just like anything really, they're completely irresistible. I'm testing several microbikes right now, but the one I recommend at the moment is the Jackrabbit. The bike weighs an astonishingly little 23 pounds and is simple to assemble out of the box, and it can fold down to save even more space. It doesn't have pedals, so you won't hit yourself in the chin with your knees. Instead, you toggle a thumb throttle to accelerate. My only caveat is that a tiny battery and motor isn't very powerful. I'm 120 pounds, and slamming on the throttle only gets me to about 10 miles per hour. Also, the range is around 10 miles, which isn't very much compared to our other picks. Batch e-bike. This is the Honda Civic of e-bikes, 8 out of 10 Wired recommends. Rather than spend money on fancy extras like a suspension seat post or integrated light-up display, Bosch spent it where it counts, on a high-end Bosch drivetrain, Shimano components, and Tektro hydraulic disc brakes. It's not a particularly exciting ride, and it might be boring to look at. You'll also have to buy your own lights, but it's reliable, not too spendy, and will take you there and back for as long as you need it. Several from us on Gear Team have been on the hunt for the cheapest, most reliable daily commuter e-bike. We've tried many strong contenders, and this came out on top. So guys, let me know down in the comments section below which e-bikes you personally liked the most. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.